Howdy ho, yogis, full moon flow coming your way. The July full moon is on the rise. It'll reach its peak Sunday morning. So depending on when you're doing this yoga flow, both Saturday night and Sunday morning, or Sunday morning and Sunday night, we'll have a big bright full moon. So hopefully this flow will allow you to release and let go a little bit under the full moon. As always with these recorded flows, I work in a little faster. We'll try to keep it right at 30 minutes. So please take the opportunity to press pause at any time. That way you can work in a little slower if you need to, work out a little slower if you need to. It's a nice thing about the recording. Make it exactly what you want. With that, let's come on down to child's pose. Take the knees wide, the toes together. Let the hips sink back towards the heels and the hands crawl forward. Forehead will come all the way down and place on the mat. I'm going to stay up just a little bit higher so I don't smush our microphone. But you'll want the head to come all the way down so you can take a couple of turns of the head right to left. You're settling into your mat, to your breath. Nice big inhales in through the nose. Let's take a full release out through the mouth. Inhaling. And again, release through the mouth. We'll take a few more breaths now, settling in here. Changing it to full nasal breathing, breaths in and out through the nose. Settling in on an intention. What would you like to release under this big full moon for the month of July? When you're ready, start to walk your hands back towards you. We'll come to a kneeling position. So untuck the toes, let the hips sit back towards the heels. If this is uncomfortable, you're always welcome to come up to a high kneel, or let the seat just sit down on the heels in a low kneel. We'll go to a half squat, half kneel now. So the right shin will stay placed. Left foot comes up into a squat. We'll take it to the other side, exact same thing. Left shin is down, right foot is up. And then we'll start to rotate. So I always like to say here, find a different shape. So as you roll in and out of these half squat, half kneel, maybe stay up a little higher, maybe come down a little lower, but you're just finding a little bit of a different position each time. I always feel the knees working in, the ankles working in, inner thighs, hips. Everything's already getting a little bit warm. The next time the right shin is down and the left foot is up, pause. We'll extend that left foot out. The toes are on the diagonal here so we can slide the hips forward, coming into a deep knee down lunge. Take a little pivot as you face that left foot, so you'll be on the diagonal. Left palm comes just under, right palm comes under right shoulder. Left hand is on the left knee, pressing that left knee away from you. May need to heel toe out a step or two with that left foot, and the right ear just melts down towards the right shoulder. So we've got to stretch all the way up from the top of the head, coming down left ear, down through the neck, and then clearly as we come down into this left hip, already opening up. Release that left knee, heel toe in just a little bit. Both hands come to just beneath the shoulders now as you lean forward. Take a breath in, and on the breath out, sink the hips back, dropping into a hamstring stretch. Ooh, I had a little ant crawling up my arm there. Flex the toes back to you as you sit deep. Crawl the hands forward just a little bit now. We've still got that left foot extended. Left toes are flexed. Left knee straight up to the sky. Sink the hips back towards the right heel and find a variation on child's pose here. We're opening up that left inner thigh now. Forehead may come all the way down to the mat. I'm going to keep mine a little higher. Again, I don't want to squash the microphone here. We'll start to lift ourselves back up. So walk the palms back beneath the shoulders, bring yourself back up and tuck that left knee back in, finding a tabletop position. We'll work our way into cat-cow now. The inhale lifts the chest and the tailbone. The exhale hollows out the body, pull the belly button to the spine, moving back and forth between cat and cow. Feel free to add additional movement to your cat-cow. I always like some circles, maybe some shifts of the hips forward and shifts of the hips back, maybe a wag of the tail one side to the other. And then we'll find our static tabletop position just with a neutral spine so we can shift back into that low kneeling position again. We'll take a half squat, half kneel to each side. And the next time the left shin is down and right foot is up, we'll even things out now. So we'll take the right toes out on the diagonal so we can shift the hips into this deep low lunge. Let that right knee come all the way out over the toes. Place the left palm underneath the left shoulder and then take a little shift on the left knee so you can face those right toes. Right hand presses the right knee away from you. You can roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Left ear just sinks down towards the left shoulder. Take a breath in, breath out. Let the left palm find your mat or the ground if you're a little bit off the mat like I am. Maybe heel toe that right foot in just a little bit and then shift the weight back, straightening out that right leg, flex the right toes back to you, dropping into your hammy stretch for that right side. Take a breath in, hold and sink for the breath out. Walk the hands forward, palms just beneath the shoulders. We've still got this right leg extended, so we want it straight out to the side. Right toes are flexed, right knee facing the sky. Take a breath in. On the breath out, sink the hips back towards that left heel so you can drop into this variation on child's pose. Again, if the forehead can come all the way down, go ahead and do that. I'm going to keep mine up just a little bit. Big breath in. Hold and sink. We're opening up that right inner thigh on the breath out. Start to walk yourself back up. We'll draw that right knee back in, find a tabletop position. We'll even things out with a few rounds of cat-cow, lifting chest, lifting tailbone, belly soft, dropping down. The exhale takes us into cat, rounding the spine, pull the belly button in, moving back and forth now, your breath, your time. Find just a couple more breaths in cat-cow or any variation thereof. And then I'll meet you back. Find your neutral spine. Take an inhale here. Tuck the toes under. The exhale will take us up. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let's take a couple of breaths here, pedaling the feet. Shaking head yes. Shaking head no. Begin to walk the feet to the hands. So lots of steps now, lots of steps as you walk feet to hands. Take about a shoulder width stance with the feet. Upper body's folding over low body. Let everything just drape. And even soft in the knees here so you have a little bit of support with the upper body folding. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. You're welcome to take ragdoll here, grabbing opposite elbows, and then a little movement, bending one knee, straightening the other. If you do have the arms crossed, go ahead and release them down, even softer in the knees now. Rooting down the feet, fully gripping the mat here because we're about to make our way up. So feel all four corners of the feet with the weight of the body and then start to roll the body up one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to the top. Head will be the last thing to come up, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Take 2 or 3 shoulder rolls back, 2 or 3 shoulder rolls forward. And then what do you think? How about a big full moon shake of everything? So shake right, shake left, shake wrists, shake hands, a couple of wrist rolls, 2 or 3 each direction. Before finding the top of your mat again, step the feet together, take a nice big inhale, fingertips come down, reach wide, stretch high, extended mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Back is nice and flat. Soft in the knees, gaze just in front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Deeper bend in the knees, hands next to feet. Big step back, find your way high plank. You're welcome to drop the knees here or you can stay at toes. Either way, with knees down or at toes, shift forward And then lower halfway, elbows hug in tight to the ribs. Inhale, finding upward facing dog. Tops of feet, palms of hands, press into the mat. Exhale, rolling over the toes, hips go high, heels go down, finding our way back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, rolling up on the toes, take a deep bend in the knees, step or float, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale the fingertips down, reach wide, stretch high, all the way up. Find that extended mountain again. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, deep bend in the knees, hands next to feet, big step back, find your way, high plank. Inhale, shifting forward, exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, full breath in, full breath out. Pressing into the left foot, inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Shoulders are square, hips are square. Right toes, can they touch the sky here? On the exhale, bend the knee and open the hip. We'll find a couple of circles for that right ankle, 2 or 3 one direction, 2 or 3 the other direction. As you're doing this, that right heel just keeps reaching, so the right side of the body gets a full opening. Begin to square the shoulders, square the hips, extend the right leg strong and straight. On the exhale, step the right foot between the hands and spin the left foot flat. Set your base and then grab an inhale. The inhale will take us up, warrior one on this right side. Take just a moment to square the hips. So usually the right hip will need to pull back just a little bit so hips can square, shoulders can square, and then we have a strong, solid warrior one. Breath in. Breath out. One hand either side of the right foot. Step it up and back, high plank. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Pressing into the right foot. Inhale the left leg high. Finding three-legged dog. Shoulders square, hips square. And then the exhale opens us up. Left side of the body unwinds, left ankle, 2 or 3 rolls each direction, point and flex of the toes. Begin to square it up again now, square the shoulders, square the hips, extend the left leg strong and straight, take an inhale as the left toes reach to the sky. On the exhale, draw the left knee forward and then set the left foot between the hands, spin the right foot flat. Set your base. And then inhale, riding that inhale up, finding warrior one. So just like we did on the other side, take the time to adjust. Left hip pulls back a little bit, right hip pulls forward. Your base is set. Hips are square, shoulders are square, fingertips reach. The exhale releases us, one hand either side of the left foot, step it up and back, high plank. Inhale, shifting forward, exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog, full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, rolling up on the toes, take a deep bend in the knees, step or float, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees deep. Let's find chair pose. So you've got options with your hands, or your arms, I guess I should say. Biceps squeezing to the ears. Hands can be at heart center. You can sink just a little bit deeper, and sometimes it feels nice to reach forward, having just a little counterbalance here. So see what feels good to you. We'll start moving a little bit in this chair pose now. So if arms are not already up, inhale, reach tall. Exhale, find airplane arms. The chest will drop just a little bit here. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, airplane arms, adding on this time, roll to the balls of the feet. It's a little balance here. And again, you do dip forward just a little bit. Inhale, chair pose, reach tall. Exhale, airplane arms, roll to the balls of the feet. Let the heels sink down. The inhale takes us up, this time bringing the right knee with us, standing knee raise, right knee high. On the exhale, left hand to the outside of the right knee, dropping the right hand down and reaching back. Opening out here, revolved standing knee raise. Inhale, biceps to ears, reach it tall. On the exhale, hands out for balance. The chest tips forward as you send that right leg back. It's a quick airplane. Bending the left knee deep, right toes continue to reach back, finding a crescent hover to start. So we'll stay on the ball of the right foot as we settle into this lunge. The chest can continue to hover with airplane arms. Inhale, we'll transition, find a full crescent lunge. So reaching fingertips to the sky, chest is nice and proud now. The inhale, holding. Exhale, open it out. Warrior two on this left side. So the hips can open a little bit now. Right foot spins flat. Fingertips reaching opposite direction here. Take an inhale, pull the shoulders up into the ears. Exhale, settle into this warrior two. Right fingertips trailing down the right leg. Left arm reaches high. Go up to go back, reverse warrior. Inhaling here. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh, right fingertips reach to the sky. Side angle lunge, breath in, breath out. Inhale, right fingertips reach tall again, pulling you up as if they're gonna touch the sky. Keep the height as the exhale takes us back, reverse warrior. Big breath in, breath out, full extended side angle now. So left hand to the inside of the left foot, right arm reaches up and over. Right bicep squeezes the ear. Big breath in. Breath out. Allow the right arm to sweep around. We'll make a transition now to a deep lateral lunge. So the hands will walk and then the right knee bends deep. Left toes can flex, much like they did when we were on our knee a moment ago, but this time up a little taller. Big breath in. Big breath out. Begin walking the hands forward, coming back to a low lunge facing the front of your mat. Heel toe that left foot out wide so the hands can come to the inside of the left foot. We have a deep runner's lunge here. You can take a couple of circles in this runner's lunge or getting deep into that left hip. Right palm to the mat, left fingertips unfurl to the sky, revolving this runner's lunge. Big breath in. Breath out, left palm back to the mat, strong and solid. Step it back, high plank. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, rolling up onto toes. Take a deep bend in the knees. Step or float, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale the fingertips down, wide, high, reach, stretch. Exhale, settle in, chair pose. So again, you've got options with your arms. As you settle in, you can keep hands at heart center. You can go ahead and extend the fingertips to the sky for a full breath in and a full breath out. If arms are not extended, go ahead and extend the arms up on the inhale. On the exhale, airplane arms, chest tips forward just a little bit. Inhale, right back chair pose, sweep the arms high. Exhale, airplane arms, this time roll to the balls of the feet for a little balance here. Drop the heels, inhale the arms high. Exhale, airplane arms, roll to the balls of the feet. Drop the heels. The inhale takes us up. Take the left knee with you, standing knee raise. Left knee high. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. The exhale drops the left arm down and back. Finding a revolved knee raise here. Inhale, sweeping arms back high. Biceps to ears. Exhale, airplane arms, chest tips forward, left leg reaches back, finding airplane. Just for a moment, bend the right knee deep, reach the left toes back, find a crescent hover to start. So the chest is hovering, hands or arms are out for balance. Inhale takes us to our full crescent lunge. Reach the arms high, chest is proud now. And then exhale, open it out. Warrior two, right side. Big breath in. Sink a little deeper, breath out. Left fingertips trailing down the left leg, right arm reaches high. Go up, back, reverse warrior. Breath in. Breath out, right forearm to right thigh, left fingertips to the sky. Side angle lunge for a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, left arm sweeps high again. Can you touch the sky? Keep the height, and then the exhale will sweep us back, reverse warrior. Inhaling here. Exhale, full extended side angle this time. Right palm to the inside of the right foot. Left bicep reaches up. Breath in. Left arm sweeps us around, finding a lateral lunge. Deep bend in the left knee. Dropping down, breath in. Holding for the breath out. Inhaling here. Exhale, walk the hands back forward, low lunge, top of the mat, heel toe, the right foot out wide. Left palm to the mat, right fingertips unfurl to the sky. Revolved low lunge. Breath in. Breath out. Right palm comes down. You know what? On the other side, I gave us the option to take a couple of circles before we revolve. So let's make sure we do that on this side before we transition out. 1 or 2 circles each way. Got to be even in these hips, right? Coming back to your deep runner's lunge. Step the right foot up and back, high plank. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Hop the feet through to seated. Extending the legs right out in front of you. Give everything a shake. Take an inhale as you reach the fingertips tall. And then exhale, hinging at the hips. Hands can land anywhere. You're welcome. Hands on feet, hands on the mat, anything that's comfortable for you. Just allow the head and neck to relax. Breath in. Breath out. We'll check in with shoulders real quick. Make sure we've got everything nice and open. So take the hands back behind you, about a shoulder width stance. Fingertips can be facing your seat. Fingertips can also turn out slightly. If you're feeling very tight in the shoulders, I recommend rotating the fingertips out just a little bit rather than facing straight towards your seat. Feet are about hips width apart. Roll the shoulders up and open. So shoulder blades are pulling together. Gaze is up to the sky. Take a breath in. On the breath out, it's a reverse tabletop now, so lift the hips high. Squeeze the glutes here. Try and relax the head and neck as much as possible. Take a breath in. Breath out. Sit it right down. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees wide. Draw the ankles in nice and tight. You can wrap the feet. Take a breath in. On the breath out, chin drops to chest. Elbows just hug in. Breath in. Breath out. Release all the way down to your back. You can hug the knees in as you go. Give them a squeeze tight. Take 2 or 3 circles in each direction for the low back. The low back is pressing into the mat and getting a little massage here. Right knee will hug into the chest. Left leg extends strong and straight. Right arm opens to a T. Left hand guides the right knee across the body, dropping into your supine twist. Right shoulder presses to the floor. Gaze eventually coming over to your right hand. Take a breath in. Hold and twist. Let gravity do the work on the breath out. Draw the right knee back into the chest. Give it a hug tight. Send it out on the mat next to the left. Hug the left knee into the chest. Right leg is now strong and straight. Left arm opens out to a T. Right hand guides the left knee across the body, dropping into your supine twist. Left shoulder continues to press. Gaze coming over to that left palm. Take a breath in. Hold. Gravity doing work on the breath out. Draw the left knee back into the chest. Give it a hug tight. And then allow it to drop out on the mat next to the left. So if you have the time to pause here and come into your Shavasana, I recommend that you take a couple minutes to do so. I'm going to go ahead and take us out just for recording purposes. So if you're coming with me, you can rock and roll right back up to seated, or like I said, take a moment or two, press pause, find any final stretches that you need, and drop into your Shavasana on your own. We'll take 2 breaths to kind of bring our practice to a close, and then we'll take 2 big howls to howl at the moon. So coming to a comfortable seat, just let the palms open and the eyes close. Take a nice big breath in. Big breath out through the mouth. Ha! Nice big inhales. Full exhales out through the mouth. Ha! We'll howl this time. Big full moon howls. The inhale will be exactly the same, but the exhale this time will be a full howl. Howl it out here. I'd like to hear you all the way from wherever we're watching these videos. Hopefully our howls will meet up out in the universe. Take a nice big inhale in. Howl it out. Ah. One more just like that. Inhale. Howl it out. Ah. Sending you full moon vibes under this July full moon. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.